much church is what you don't get.
Welcome, guys. Fantasy Football Lab, Week 7, Sunday slate. I want to talk about every matchup and want to talk about a couple of players in particular. Let's start with A-Rod. Sunday night game, there might be a revival. Davante Adams comes back to A-Rod. It's like the Packers, but East Coast version. Lazard, Davante, and with Garrett Wilson. Depending on the play calling and how they use the running game, I think this is going to be a high-scoring game for the Jets. I keep saying that maybe because I'm a Jet fan. Don't ignore the Broncos hat, right? So it might be a revival game. This might be the game that A-Rod throws for 320, 3 touchdowns. Going to play him in my Dynasty League. Davante Adams, full go because he understands the offense. He understands the verbiage. So I think it's going to be seamless. He doesn't really have that ankle injury that he had on Raiders. He was doing like a James Harden where he refused to play until they traded him, right? Remember when James Harden gained like 20 pounds and then he got traded to the Nets and then lost 20 pounds? It's like that. One guy I do like of the Raiders because Adams is out and Myers is out. Trey Tucker might be somebody to use on a daily. I also like Green Bay. Love, of course. I'm in love with Love. And I'm also in love with Dobbs. I think Wicks doesn't play, and Wicks is dropping a lot of passes. Dobbs had a great game last week. I think over 20 points. Don't really have that exact stat with me. But I like Dobbs in daily. He's a little bit cheap. Tucker and Dobbs. Love. Let's talk about the matchup Sunday slate all the way leading up to the Jets Steelers. I've got Jets 28, Steelers 14. Let's go all the way to 1 o'clock slate, Seattle, Atlanta. Geno Smith, I like him for a lot of passing yards. This has potential to be a game in the 20s. I like Atlanta 28, Seattle 20. Tennessee, Buffalo. As we all know, Mr. Mayo, Will Levis sucks. My friend, meaning the Dynasty League, tried to send me Will Levis in a trade to get Penix and also Keenan Allen because Keenan Allen is coming up. Absolutely not. He's got Will Levis, Bryce Young, and Daniel Jones. He's got 3 terrible quarterbacks on his team. He's trying to unload them. Will Levis might not be starting by the end of the year. Their backup, that former Steelers quarterback, Rudolph, he sucks too. So I don't like anything with Tennessee. Pollard potentially for a nice breakout game because Spears isn't playing, but they really weren't using Spears that much anyway. I've got Tennessee 14, Buffalo 24. Going to be a sneaky game, though. Buffalo's got Amari Cooper. Don't know how they're going to use him. Coleman and Shakir haven't been really used that much. Neither has been Kincaid. I think Cook is playing. I hope he is. So it's just going to be a variety pack that I can't figure out. Hopefully, Amari gets at least, 5-6 targets, 70 yards. So we're playing Amari Cooper in one league, see what he does. That's going to be a crapshoot. Cincinnati, Cleveland. This is sneaky. Cincinnati hasn't been pulling out games. Cleveland defense is decent. Don't know what to expect without Amari Cooper. Think they're going to run the ball a lot. Game might be ugly. This might be sneaky. Cleveland might pull this game. Low-scoring game. 14-20 Cleveland. Houston, Green Bay. Every time I see Green Bay, I feel a shootout. 35-28. Green Bay pulls this game away. We've got the battle of young quarterbacks with Love and Stroud. They don't have Nico. Diggs should have a good game, but he's being covered by one of the better Green Bay corners, Alexander, I believe. So I like Tank Dell. Tank Dell might have a game this week because they're going to be focused on Diggs. Green Bay pulls this. I like Tank Dell. I like Dobbs. Miami, Colts. Miami sucks. No Tua. So this is Miami 10, Colts 24. I like the Colts. I think Richardson's going to get some rushing touchdowns. Have no idea who he's going to throw the ball to. Pierce is usually good for a catch or two and a touchdown. Whenever Richardson plays, I don't like Downs because Richardson is inaccurate. Pittman might do a little tiny something. I wouldn't play him, no. Detroit, Minnesota, one of the games of the week. That one and the KC game is games of the week. For the 1 o'clock slate, that's the matchup. Vikings are undefeated. They lose this week. Detroit, this one also could be a shootout. 35-24, Detroit. Love Detroit offense. They can run the ball. Minnesota's rushing defense is supposedly really good statistically, but it's usually because they're ahead. They're not going to be ahead in this game. Detroit's going to pull away. Everyone's going to eat. Montgomery especially. I think that's the guy to target in this game, Montgomery. Jameson Williams going to be good for a touchdown in this game, probably on a deep ball. Another terrible game coming up, right, for my team, my other team, the Giants. Giants-Eagles. Sirianni, if they lose to the Giants, he's getting fired. So alert, Sirianni watch. He's like on the edge. Like he's like at that hotel top floor, and somebody's gonna push him out, and he's gonna take a nosedive. And if they lose to the Giants, he's getting fired. But that's like a whole nother podcast to talk about Eagles coaching, head coach, and all his antics, yelling at all the fans on an Eagle home game. This game's at Giants, but it doesn't matter. They suck, right? Barkley coming back home to play the Giants. He's not going to get booed. He's going to go off, I don't know, 150 yards. He's going to destroy the Giants. I guess they should have never let him go to the Eagles. This game is probably 28-10 Eagles. They pull away easy. Rams, Vegas. I like Trey Tucker on daily due to the fact that Myers and Adams aren't playing. Somebody's got to catch the ball. Bowers, powerful, tons of targets, maybe 12 targets. He's somebody to check out on daily. Got him in a couple of leagues. Definitely starting Bowers. Feel like he's going to get over 12 targets. Trey Tucker's going to get some sneaky plays and maybe like 5 catches, 90 yards and a touch down. I like the Rams. I don't know how they're going to win, though. I guess through the running game. This game's ugly. Going to say something like 17-21 Rams. 3 more games. Carolina, Washington. Washington is probably going to win the NFC East. I love Jaden Daniels, him and Neighbors for Rookie of the Year. So right now, that's the race. Rushing, throwing. He's got a nice, accurate deep ball to McLaurin. Terry's going to eat. Eckler and all the running backs are going to have a good game. This could be a blowout. 28-10 Washington. San Francisco KC game of the week. This game's going to be in the 20s, like 21-24. Got San Francisco. Kansas City's undefeated. They're going to lose their first game of the year. It's at San Francisco. Kittle's going to eat. Jennings is out. I think Ayuk is finally going to get utilized. Someone to target. I think he's like 6,300 on DraftKings. Kittle, Ayuk, guys to target. Mason's going to play. That's good for San Francisco. Going to be a low-scoring game, low 20s. San Francisco pulls this one. Jets Steelers 28-14 Jets. Russell Wilson's going to play. Russell Wilson equals turnovers. 3 turnovers. Jets defense looks good. Maybe I should have played them, but I didn't know what to think about this game or what the Jets are going to do after that Bills loss that they should have won. But I guess I'm being hopeful. Steelers could easily win this game. It could easily go the other way. So those are my picks for this week. A couple players to target. Tucker, Dobbs, A-Rod. I like Pollard. I like Tank Dell, Montgomery, Bowers, Jameson Williams, Kittle, Ayuk. Thanks, guys. Week 7's upon us soon. Hour and a half away. So thank you for checking it out. Fantasy Football Lab, Week 7. We're out.